Good evening and welcome to another episode of Popcorn. I hope you guys have been enjoying our interviews from Comic-Con. It was an amazing weekend and there's still more to come. Form WA painted the town last week, quite literally. Local and international artists were busy redecorating the streets of Perth with murals. If you missed any of the action, download a map from Form WA's website and follow the artist's work. It's a great idea for a pub crawl. Buenos noches. The Spanish Film Festival kicks off in Perth this week with the Spanish Affair at Cinema Paradiso. Check the Palace Cinema's website for more details. G'day mates. If you like the ocean and surf and all that stuff, then the Ocean Film Festival's on at the State Theatre this week from Wednesday to Friday. And make sure you wear shoes because the State Theatre's really fancy and stuff. So make sure you check out their website for more details. Gnarly. Fresh from the Melbourne Comedy Festival, Claire Hooper and Cal Wilson are hitting regional WA with their side-splitting antics. You can catch them in Mandurah, Bunbury and Albany. See the Ticketek website for details. And of course this week we remember our World War I veterans on Anzac Day. The Garrick Theatre is holding a special performance all week called the Garrick Theatre Salutes Gallipoli. You can get the details on their website, and if you're not one for the dawn service, this is an excellent way to pay tribute. Big boys don't cry, or do they? Today I sat down with the director and the cast of Armour, showing this week at the Blue Room Theatre. Guys, thanks for coming on the show today. I'll just quickly introduce you to my audience. So this is Tom, Joel, Matt, Danen and Ben from the play Armour. Welcome to Popcorn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tom, so tell us a bit about Armour. It's got a pretty interesting theme.
Yes, it's about masculinity in Australia is the theme. And where did it come from? Where did this idea come from of writing it? It came from a post on Facebook that a female friend of mine, not a close friend, she put a post on Facebook a couple of years ago which said something like, women have periods and feelings, men have penises. And that annoyed me. And what interests me is this very subject, that people think that men, because they don't say much, they don't have any feelings. Then I sort of went to a triangle of support for this play, which was three things. One is a fact, a second is a generalisation, and a third is a question. The fact is, if you look at the Australian Bureau of Stats statistics for suicide in Australia by gender, clearly men predominate. The last set of figures, I think it was 2012, 75%. The year before, 78%. Consistently, it's always men. So that's a fact. Second was a generalisation. Australian men find it difficult to talk about their feelings. And the third one was a question, is there a link? And I thought, okay, that interests me. Can I tell a story based around that? Now it'd have to be a drama. It's no good having blokes just sitting like this talking about feelings.
Yeah.
They're going to be looking at their watches after 10 minutes.
Well, because that's it. Because with women, they sort of have natural bonding sessions. You know, girls always go out for coffee or they hang out at parties and things like that. But you know, you don't ever see that kind of thing depicted on stage or in film with men having that kind of bonding experience. So that will be very interesting to watch come together. Joel,
Yes.
What did you think when you read the script?
Well, when I read the script, Tom contacted me, and I was actually in India at the time. I was doing a charity race. I was doing a charity race. We were driving a rickshaw from the south of India to the north.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was really good fun. So the first thing, obviously, because Tom had said, like, you know, I'm looking at you to play the role of Quentin. So I read it with an eye on that, and that was my first impression, was to do with the character, and I wasn't quite sure if he was the smartest person in the room or the dumbest. So that intrigued me. And on top of that, I mean, who wouldn't want to play just your average, everyday, wife-beating, cat-loving SSAF soldier?
Sounds awesome. So did you, when you were reading the script, did you sort of agree with all the themes?
Skip over the other guy's parts? Yeah, I did.
Just highlight all of your parts?
Yeah, well, I was on the phone, so Quentin stuff.
Awesome. And Matt, how about you?
Yeah, I think it was the issues that really resonated with me the most. You know, as we've already touched on, there's the issues of suicide for men, not being able to talk about their feelings. There's also the you know, the violence against women that gets brought up as well. And I just noticed there seems to be, unless it's because I'm doing the play at the moment, but I've always noticed since we've started it that there's been a lot of stuff in the media leading up to this and then since about some of those issues, and I just feel like it's something that really needs to be told.
And Dan, what did you have any expectations as to how the theme would develop during the play?
I don't know about any expectations, but as for the group, I thought, you know, it would be interesting to see whether the group, like us as men, took on what we were trying to sell to the audience, I suppose, and whether or not we kind of started talking about our feelings a bit more.
So how do you guys all get along on set? It's all going
Very
well.
professionally. We're all very professional, as you can tell. So,
Obviously.
Very professional. We get all of our cues all of the time.
So you're all ready for opening night?
Remember all of our lines. You know, it's just, you know, impeccable
It's
timing.
been like that for a month.
Yeah.
I actually try not to talk to anyone else, even when it's my line in the play. I just say nothing.
Yeah, that's how
Just have an
dedicated.
aura of mystique.
Very well.
You've got to be quite a skill at
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
It's going well.
Yeah, it's been a really great process actually, like getting back involved in proper theatre. Like I haven't been in a theatre production since like 2011, and that was over in Brisbane. So now it's actually I am right on stage from start to finish, and it's very wordy. It's very psychologically, emotionally complex.
Yeah, well actually, yeah, looking at the space you guys have to work with, are you all on stage for the duration of the show, or is there...
There's a bit at the start which is pretty boring before Quentin comes in. It's about, about 20 minutes.
Oh, until your character comes in, it's pretty boring.
Page 9.
Yeah, that page.
To answer the question, there are two characters that are on stage the whole time, Ben and Matthew, and then Danen comes in after about 3 or 4 minutes. Quentin comes in 3 or 4 minutes after that. They stay on
And
for
then
the
it's
rest of
all
the
on.
play.
If only Quentin could come on halfway through the play, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel it would.
That way, if we had an intermission, people could just come for the second half. Is that what you mean, Dan?
Is that what you're telling your friends? Don't come until...
Don't worry, just come late.
Miss the first 10 minutes.
Stay on your phones for the first 10 minutes.
Maybe you should collaborate on the next script then.
Well, I'll be Quentin show.
I feel
Quama.
we're not really selling the first part of the show. Are we? People are like, why would I come
No,
watch
but at least
after
they know then that, okay, it'll get better.
Once the plot
Stick it out,
device-
people.
Yeah.
You'll end up
Get
fighting.
time.
Yeah, you won't regret it.
We promise. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, for coming on the show. Can't wait to see the show. I will be coming along, and it opens on the 21st of April here at the Blue Room. Thanks for watching tonight, guys, and click here if you want to see the rest of our Comic-Con celebrity interviews. See you next week. Good night.
Or you can say bonus noches or something like that.
That's Italian.
No, that's Spanish.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know languages. Yeah, I do.
All right.